Well, welcome to Niken Live, A Balanced Life. This is Barbara Bertucci calling in from Florida. We have people from all over, which is just wonderful. And we are going to educate you on a little bit of Niken and how to have a better way and a better life. And here we go. Just love when it works. Yay. So a better life. For me, Niken came into my life 24 years ago, and I had suffered with a bad back for 4.5 years, and it made such a big difference in my life. And it is just a gift that I think that everybody needs to look at, have, and at least consider, so that as a complementary, not alternative way of living and life. So Niken Choice, Active Wellness, Collaborative Entrepreneurship. So we were founded in 1975, and Niken has all the research and development, all the things that are going on, and the vision, which is amazing. So we just love that it's privately held, it's innovative, it's unique, and I just love that. So here we go. Okay. A definition for success. I like this because when my back was out, if we look at this as a wheel, then my body was, not there. It affected my mind. It affected my family. It affected the entire person of my life. I couldn't give to society, and I definitely could just barely manage my finances. So that's pretty amazing. We look to balance this and help ourselves in the 5 pillars of health. And I love that Niken's philosophy is built on this. And, the compounding effect, I was just talking with someone about this yesterday, about how the small choices we make every day on a consistent basis make radical differences in our lives. So I'm a breast cancer thriver of 14 years. I'm fortunate enough to not have to have done chemo or radiation. I just did surgeries, but I did shift my diet. I shifted the way I eat. I shifted certain things. And I put certain things, so you can create a habit and you can undo behaviors just by tweaking certain things on a daily basis. Or you could choose to eat or not exercise, eat the wrong foods and not exercise right, and then you're going down on a downward spiral. And so this is really what we love to talk about, and to help give awareness to how the longevity of our life and the quality of our life. So yes, we are stressed here in America, especially today, but in life and emotions and everything is out there is stressful. And that's the common denominator for everything that illnesses that are out there, diabetes, heart issues, a lot of issues that we have, allergies, and that are all could possibly be stresses on the body. And if we can help reduce the stress, give you a good night's sleep, then you just don't know what you're preventing with that. And the finances, this is a great example of how people earn money, and it's with Robert Kiyosaki, his explanation of it. And on the left-hand side, you've got employees, self-employed, and then you've got the business owners and the investors. And on the left-hand side, 95% of the population earns their money this way, and 5% of the wealth is generated there. Where on the left-hand side, 95% of the wealth is there, but only 5% of the population. And I believe that Niken is a catalyst, or a way that you can help shift yourself from the left side to the right side over time, by building and creating great momentum and leveraging time and talent of others. But here we go. So it's the new trend economy. It's the gig economy coming. People know that there's no longer the big corporation and the 40 years and getting the 40-year watch, right? So we have all the millenniums are entering the workforce. They want to work for themselves, create collaborative entrepreneurship, really, where we work together, bring it together, and pretty amazing. So they want to have a balanced life and not just be totally out and and a workaholic. We don't want to have that. We want to have a great balance with life and enjoying nature and being outside and having income and work and having things map onto your own belief systems too. And I think that that's pretty great. And this is how we believe that Nikan can map onto any business that you're doing, because it's all about you and the health and wellness of you. So it's easy to integrate. It's a low cost entry, turnkey entrepreneurship. You get your website and everything with your sign up fee of $99. And that gives you the right to have a business. Now, you still have other things to do to create the business, but it can be, and it can map on to be the perfect gig for bringing in that extra added income. They say these days that a household needs 2.5 incomes to maintain itself. So maybe that way that brings somebody home, or has it be a little bit more flexible schedule so that they can create that additional income. But here we go. So we share the active, Nikan has all the research and development. We share and promote. That's what we do. So you join Nikan, share and promote this opportunity, invite people to check it out, check out the technologies and these products. And Nikan does all the research, development, the product shipping, all the warehousing, tracking, and all the tabulations, accounting, the numbers, all of that. And Nikan rewards us and pays us with bonuses and other special incentives that we have from time to time. So it's pretty amazing and really easy. And to collaborate with a company that's been around for 45 years, pretty amazing there. It's a purpose-driven model. You know, I love the hands with the home in it. So we create healthy environments for the home. And so you help in the midst of that. You share with 5 people to get their wellness homes. And then you get 3 people to actually join you in the business. And that's our purpose. That's a perfect business model. And those 3 people will do the same. Find 5 people to have wellness homes, and and continue that way. And we teach 3 to reach 3. And I love this analogy. I love this picture because, we can count the number of seeds in an apple, but we just don't know how many apples are in that one seed. I mean, look at all these bushels. Look at all these apples. And so the potentiality is there. And it's just a matter. And what I love about Nikan is you learn as you go. And we work as teams, and it's a lot of fun. And we're helping a lot of people along the way. And this is a great analogy of example to see how just a small amount over a period of time can help you build. So I talked about those 3 people getting 3. That's where the 9 comes in. And then it just starts duplicating down. And not that everything's a perfect model, but it has the potentiality of that. So it just shows that with people, we can impact the planet and we can make a profit along the way. And there's a whole class that we can talk about on that one. So enjoy a wide range of benefits and rewards. I talked about the bonuses and active wellness. So we got stress, sleep, outdoor air. We talked about those, the stress, the sleep, and indoor air. In Florida, we've gotten hurricane windows. And I think now, we have to be really more conscientious of our filters and what we have inside our homes, not just the pollutants exterior. When you talk about air, a lot of people don't really get that it actually could be just coming from inside your home. And then I do think there's an awareness about bottled water and the impact of that and the chemicals that are in our water. So all of these things can impact our quality of life. The health trend and, obesity on the rise. And they say that this is the first time that we are going to outlive our children if we don't start educating them on how to be healthy and how to be back to nature and get outside and do movement, get exercise, and eat better. So we've got a mission. I've got a mission, at least, to share. So, and what's that answer? That we start by being the example with self-care. Be healthy by choice, not by chance. And I think that everybody wants to be healthy and to thrive. And if we only knew that everything we ate impacted our mind, our body, I think we would be a little bit more conscientious of what we ate, what we put into our bodies. So here we go. Nikken, the certified wellness home. It's, the air, the water, the sleep. It's our way for active wellness. And you can come in with just small portions and start, small start. Or you can really just go ahead and get the whole sleep system, get the energy packs. And we have packs that save you money as well. So I love this. And I'm just so grateful that Randy did the slides over for us because they're just wonderful. But the certified Nikken Wellness Home, this is what our bodies really thrive for. Like a plant in a greenhouse is what we try and strive for creating in our homes with Nikken. So we get a great night's sleep. We're drinking water that nourishes us, that replenishes us. And then we have other things that we wear during the day to kind of mend or support us from challenges that we might have had during our life. I know I've made a big difference with mine and the back magnet, but I didn't know. And if you'd asked me how I slept, I'd say, God, I slept great. I sleep anywhere and everywhere when I was suffering so much, 4.5 years of that suffering. Because every time I rolled over, my back would stab me. I'd wake up and then I'd have to try to get back to sleep. So I was having interrupted sleep all night long. So here we have packs. And anytime you see the word pack, you're going to save a good bit amount of money. But what we have here is the topper. It's Earth's energies brought into your home to help you. And then the energy of the sun from our comforter and our pillow. And we have the contour chiropractic pillow to support our neck and have magnets in there. So I make a nice little gully in the middle and it supports our neck and shoulders. The water pack, so here we go. This waterfall is what we call it. And the waterfall emulates the water and the ions when it hits the pool of water down below and it splashes up and it oxygenates and ionizes the water. That's what we create here, right on your counter, right with municipal tap water. Pretty amazing. But again, you save money. Energy pack. This is an amazing back magnet that I have. It's tremendous. It's amazing. And I just love it because it helps all the, energy on my body. Wherever I put this, then it's going to relax and bring energy there and help enhance the healing. So these are things that we use during the day to enhance us. And again, Nikken comes up with all the research and development. We just help bring it to market. And that's what's so great. So let's see. All right. And the Kinko air purifier, I did talk about that, but it's a 5-stage HEPA filter. Pretty tremendous, pretty amazing. And we have amazing nutritionals. They're nutraceuticals, which mean what's on the labels in it, just like pharmaceuticals have to have everything in it, be there. 97% of what's on our labels in our product. And you can't say that about all the other ones out there. But we keep it pretty simple, clarity, 10-4, that's matcha green tea, but just the lactoferrin, the gastrointestinal, I take that before travel and trips and saves you from getting sick, or right now, this time of year, it can prevent that. bone health. So we have a great, great ensemble of products. And but our core right there is the Kinsen Vital Balance meal replacement, our Jade Greenzymes, and our Super Siaga. It's food. It feeds you at a cellular level, and that's what's really great. And we've got some great skincare, organic, E-certified, which is one of the highest qualifications that you can have, and it's really great. So again, I talked about the packs and saving money, and just look to see where you could participate and play. So with that, I am going to turn it over to HattiJane to share, and I'm leaving it up so you can share about any one of these that impacted you, HattiJane. So how has Nikan or these technologies impacted your life? Oh, there you go.
There I am. Hi, now my voice is on. Thank you. Well, you look at all these things lined up here, and we say they're amazing. So, what makes them different from Walmart or Target? And God, they're much more pricey than those places. Well, it's the technology involved. My background happens to be nursing, and I think I was nursing since I was about 8 years old. And so it makes 70 years now, about. And so when I was in my 60s, as I was looking, retirement was coming up, I knew that, well, what was I going to do? Because bedside nursing is a little bit tight on the body and a little bit hard as you age. And administration is not my skill. I don't organize well. I don't remember well. I have to repeat well. And so where was there to make go when you've been in nursing so long? Well, at the same time, my body did its little thing, aging, that does that. And I'd been dealing with my own health challenges for years, like lots of allergies. So I would sneeze. I had it 7 days a week, 12 months of the year. Forget the spring, and the other things, because they're just always around. So, and then I started having some other subtle symptoms, which we checked out this way, that way, up and down, and no particular strong answer, which was good, because I didn't get stuck in something. So when Nikan came along, I tried a product, and I found that my body felt different. That I felt that I had the energy I needed to complete the task I wanted to do and still get rest and feel good. And those were the insoles, which was the first component that Mr. Masuda brought to the marketplace in Japan. And he said, well, it helped me feel good. I just thought maybe some other people would feel good too. And it became the fastest growing, biggest person-to-person company in Japan within 10 years. And then after that, they looked for wider markets, and they came over our way and introduced it to the American public, starting on the West Coast. Now that's history. My history was that after finding that that stuff really works, that makes a distinct positive difference in how I feel and how I can function. Function is really important, You can feel all whoopee-doo, but if you can't function better, well, that's just a nice thing to do, but it doesn't lead to healthy choices necessarily. But this led me to much improved choices. So the next week I went back and joined it as a business partner. Now I'm one of the business partners that's been in business for a number of years, and I'm not very successful if you want a business. But I sure can guide you to where you can go. I can guide you with this. I can tell you ups and downs. I can tell you how things happen. And I can guide you in what experience I'm aware of because of my medical background and my studies as to how the products might help, because we're all individual, in the exception of potentially water, because that is an essential element to our body. basically everything Nikan puts out is an essential element. We just know more about water than we do about any of the rest of this stuff. For the general public that hasn't been looking at their health, has been thinking they can take so many cups of coffee and that's all they need, or oh, they can push themselves and rest on the weekends and catch up. You don't catch up on your sleep. It has to be a consistent thing, because that's when your body recharges, rebuilds, your natural hormones and enzymes come out and do the functions that they're there and God gave us to do them, and they work, and they can help us stay healthy and help us enjoy being healthy, enjoy being live. So, and the technology is based not on hearsay of what was traditionally possible as much. At the same time, it's based on active science. Because when he looked at what they might be able to do, was a time in which they were very much aware about energy and change your choice and change your thinking, and energy within yourself. And he came up with the technology that came through their understanding of the health, that of the changes by physics because of the space age. The ceramic tiles, as the nose returns to the earth, has to dissipate heat, or everybody would just blow up right then and there and be cinders. And that's our bioceramic fibers. Now, they're a little bit different in that the bioceramic fibers actually work on our heat and cold within our personal bodies, and they kind of temperature regulate, so the delivery of oxygen, the delivery of a nutrition is possible because nothing gets so tight that it can't get through, or so wide that it gets too wide and loses its power. And then the magnetic is a really fascinating territory. You get really lost in trying to understand all this stuff, which is probably part of what I've done, because we're biomagnetic. Another physics law, that anytime you have an active electrical field, you have a mirroring thing of active magnetic field. Now, it's all very, very gentle and very, very tiny. It's not like you plug it in and you'll get 120, but your body is a part of your basic bioscience. That's a part of what your body works on. And they were able to tap into this reality and continue to tap into our natural health that we're not as attuned to. And with the earth changing and with the fog of the electronics that we now, which I dearly love, I can talk to you, I can share this stuff with you. Ah, great. And so we're being able to, that is what the biggest difference was. I had hope. I found that I could hope to change, to have the choices to change. I didn't know what the choices were going to be, but I knew for the first time I had a choice and a hope that I would be able to guide my health and my life so I can continue to enjoy it and not just exist.
HattiJane, what was the difference between your life before and now? Like, you know, what could you not do and now do? Do you have one testimony on that? Share.
Well, you saw the sleep system. You saw a pillow. You saw a pad. Well, the pillow's a little different when I started. We called it a curbstone. It was quite hard. The Japanese like a hard pillow. Well, it was hard, and it was heavy, but I got it. And I couldn't afford the other, so I got a seat cushion. Much like you see the a little black thing there, we had another seat cushion, and I got that. And I used that as a sleep system, because that's what I could afford. And it was so confusing and amazing when in one of the most active times of reaction in my body of sneezing and sniffling, for the first time in my life, I was able to lay flat, be comfortable, and breathe through my nose. I had not been able to breathe through my nose and lay flat all in my memory of my life. And I was over 50 by that point. So
So
that
it impacted your sleep.
attention. I got my attention that I had a choice, that I had my hands on some type of products that allowed my body to work what everybody else's body had been doing. Being able to sleep all night, being able to keep their mouth shut. So my dental work didn't have to be so bad. And it was just a delight to be able to breathe normally. You just don't realize how much tightness you hold in your jaw or whatever things, and how much more comfortable you feel. And I continue to use it, and at times our little black X was helped my back tremendously during those days of pushing patients and letting to be comfortable, just like Barbara's there. I put mine on my chest, which allows me, even at times of congestion, to have even further on air exchange. Now I don't have to wear it all the time anymore, but at times, yes, I have. It's much healthier if I do it. And
You know,
that was different than having to take pills and then having others feeling other things that, like dry mouth, like it working, not working, feeling groggy. I didn't take, and I felt alert and continue to. So for
it
me,
impacted your life, and you know, these are tangible products that we take and bring in our homes, and then you get to use and have. You know, it's a third of our life that we sleep on that sleep system. So thank you so much, HattiJane. A plethora of information you are, and I'm so grateful. So with that, we can continue and talk all day about these things, but we're not, because we wanted you to get with the person that invited you. First, become a customer if you'd like. Kind of get a few things, like HattiJane said, get a seat, get a thing, get some products to just see how you do and how you feel, and see how it's going to work in your life, and become a part-time entrepreneur. That was how I started in the beginning, just kind of map onto what you're doing. And then gradually I became a full-time entrepreneur with Niken, and it supports all that I'm doing, and pretty amazing. So discover it, live it, share it, and thank you, and get with the person that invited you, as we are all independent Niken consultants out here just helping spread the word. Thank you. All right. Stopped recording. Okay, we stopped recording. Yay!
still recording.
Randy, I got your slides through. Yay!
You're still recording, hon.
I am?
It says recording.